Hi. In this video, we will cover the important aspects of capturing in CRPlay. Let's start with some basics. The idea of CRPlay is that you just capture a set of images and the reconstruction pipeline will later automatically create a 3D representation of the scene that you can use for your game. This process is using a couple of sophisticated computer vision techniques, and in order to get consistent results out of our pipeline, there are a few things you should keep in mind while capturing. The most important aspect can be explained as image overlap. If we look at the two images here, we can see that large regions in the images actually show the same part of the scene. During your capture, you should always aim to have 70 to 80% of this overlap in two consecutive images. The reason for this is that the reconstruction algorithm needs at least 4 to 5 images of any point in the scene to reliably create a 3D representation. For example, if we want to have the top of this column in our 3D representation, we need at least 4 to 5 images in our dataset that have seen this exact point. So let's have a look at the two scenarios that are important for CRPlay and what you can do to capture good datasets. Image-based rendering datasets are usually captured for larger outdoor scenes that you would like to use as a background for your video game. Here's an example of the building we've seen previously. As we've learned, we want to capture the images in the scene with a lot of overlap. So what you would do to capture this in a coordinated way is to simply start on one side of the scene, capture an image, then take one step, capture the next image while paying attention to the overlap, then take another step, capture another image with enough overlap, take another step, and so on. You repeat this until you are at the end of your scene that you want to have in the game. Keep in mind that you want to capture high-quality images, so always stand still when you actually press the shutter button, keep the ISO setting of your camera as low as possible, and also fix your other exposure settings so that every image is captured with the same camera configuration. Here's a rendering of the 3D representation that is generated for the scene, along with the estimated camera positions where the images have been captured. You can see that the camera positions nicely follow a path from one side to the other. In the second scenario, you capture textured objects, and most of the previous rules also apply. You still want to pay close attention to the overlap. The difference is that now you want to have a complete 3D mesh of the object, so every point on the object has to be visible in at least 4 to 5 images. For complex objects, this means that you have to capture from various different angles. A good strategy is to simply walk around the object in a circle while capturing an image every 20 degrees. Then also capture circles on different heights, for example one at the height of your head and one at the height of your hips, or similar reference points. If you're not certain about a specific part of the object, simply capture a couple of additional images of this part after you've done your circles. Here's again the 3D representation along with the camera positions. You can see that the cameras are nicely distributed around the object and every part of the object is covered by multiple cameras. And that's already it. Thanks for your attention and have fun with CRPlay.